Alright, so this one we're going to begin, we got to get the square root by itself, so I'm going to add 16 to both sides. That's going to give me the square root of n plus 9 is equal to 1. And now I'm going to try to get rid of the square root by squaring both sides. And that's going to give me n plus 9 is equal to 1. And then I simply minus 9 on both sides, and I get a final answer of n equals negative 8. And that's all okay. Alright, so we're going to begin this problem by squaring both sides. That's going to give me p squared equals 2 minus p. I need to do some rearranging to get this thing equal to 0. So I'm going to minus 2. I'm also going to add a p. And that's going to give me p squared plus 1p minus 2 equals 0. And I like it equal to 0 because now I'm able to factor this. And I'm looking for two numbers that multiply to make negative 2, that add to be a positive 1. Those numbers are positive 2 and negative 1. The answers from those, because we're solving, come out to be the opposites, negative 2 and positive 1. And now here's the next trick. We're supposed to check those answers. The nature of this problem is that it's a number is equal to a square root. Square roots always spit out positive numbers. So if I take this negative 2 and I put that into here, it would look like negative 2 equals square root of some stuff. Negative 2 equals square root of 4, and that might seem okay, but it's really not. Square roots cannot equal a negative number. So this one is extraneous. This number is going to be okay. So the real answer to the problem is 1. Negative 2 is the extraneous solution. Alright, we do need to square root both sides, but not first. First I need to minus 6 on both sides. That gives me b minus 6 is equal to square root of 18 minus 3b. And now I get to square both sides, but that's going to be tricky on this left-hand side. On the right-hand side, I just get 18 minus 3b. Everything's fine. But over here, this is going to require double distribution. So double distribution is going to spit out b squared minus 6b minus 6b plus 36, which reduces to b squared minus 12b plus 36, and then that's all still equal to 18 minus 3b. So it's going to get crowded. So I'm going to now get this equal to 0 by minusing an 18 on both sides. I'm going to also add a 3b on both sides, and that's going to give me b squared minus 9b plus 18 equals 0. This now factors. The two numbers that multiply to make 18 that add up to negative 9 are negative 3 and negative 6, which gives me b equals 3 and b equals 6, and those are both okay answers. We're done with that problem. Alright, so this is an absolute value problem. As soon as the absolute values are by itself, you have to split it up into two separate problems. So I'm going to set it equal to 2. I'm also going to set it equal to negative 2, and you have to solve both of those. So that gives me negative 8 as my first answer. And negative 12 for my other answer. I need to get the absolute value bars by itself, so I'm going to add 6 to both sides. This just happens to produce the number 0 over here on the right, which means we have less work to do than normal. The absolute value bars aren't doing anything then, because 0 is neither positive nor negative. The answer is 2. 2 minus 2 equals 0. Okay, another absolute value problem, but we don't start by splitting it up yet. I have to get it by itself first. So I'm going to minus 15 on both sides, which gives me x plus 7 in absolute value bars equals negative 9. And right there I'm going to stop because it's no solution. Because right here, an absolute value cannot equal a negative number when you have this thing by itself. So we're done right there. Okay, this one we need to get the absolute value bars by itself. I'm going to add 7 to both sides. That gives me 45. Bring everything else down. Now I'm going to divide by 5. And that's going to give me the absolute values of 9 minus 5n is equal to 9. And now this is the part where it splits into two problems. 9 minus 5n is going to equal 9, and 9 minus 5n is going to equal negative 9. So two separate problems here. Minusing 9 gives me negative 5n equals 0, so n is equal to 0. And over here, my minus 9, I get negative 5n is equal to negative 18. And I divide by negative 5, and I get n is equal to 18 over 5.